Becker. Hi guys.
Hey everyone.
So sometimes I take my guest off screen and then bring them back in for the surprise element. But I thought not. Well, we were too busy chatting anyway, and the time was up. We were gasbag. We were. I love that. I didn't think English people said that. So hello to Fatima, who's first in anyway. I know we've other people coming too because I shared it earlier on. Do you know what I've started doing lately? And I realized that Althea, I don't know if you know Soul Whisperer, Althea.
Yes, I've heard of Soul Whisperer. Yeah.
She spotted me doing it. I do a quick live in the mornings, like
I
a minute
saw
or
it this
two.
morning.
Yeah.
I did. I saw that.
It's a good idea. It works because, when you schedule things, people don't, even though you would have notifications on, people don't always see them.
No, they don't. I've had that, and people like mistake, and they think, "Oh, well, I didn't realize you were going live," because sometimes the notifications don't pop, do they?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's a good idea.
The joys of YouTube.
I know. It's hit and miss most of the time.
Hey, Maruta.
Hey, Maruta.
So as you can see, guys, no, wrong way. My special guest is Ben. And I have this to put up on screen, actually, look, just so you all know, and you can go like and follow. Some of you, anyway, I know will know him already. Some new peeps might not know him, but this is the lovely Ben of Beneficial Tarot.
Thank you.
All the way from the UK. I remember Ben close enough to when I started maybe posting my own stuff on YouTube, which is probably 5 years ago, whatever, but you were doing regular lives at the time, and I remember you saying to me, if you ever want to go live, let me know.
I know. 5 years later,
I mean?
we got there.
I know. It only took me 5 years.
I know. It's funny though, isn't it? Because you meet people and you chat away in the chat, but you do end up meeting them like this, don't you? And it's really nice, actually. So I'm glad we finally got there, Jackie. That's
we finally did. Yeah. Because I mean, you were the first people that said it. You probably were the first person that said it to me, and I was thinking, oh my god, I'd love to go live with him, but at the time, I just did not have the confidence yet.
I know it takes a lot of. Well, I have my confidence goes up and down, and it's like sometimes
I thought that.
Yes, as you know, with my channel.
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini though, so it's like I've got twins going on.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Do you know Sandy? Sandy is in Devon.
No, I don't
Sandy.
know Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
He is all the way from Devon. Sandy's great because he puts in comments on my channel under my videos, recommendations for stuff to watch on Netflix and stuff. So I love.
Oh, I love it. There's another UK person.
So guys, anyone? Yeah. Wow. So guys, anyone who doesn't know Ben, make sure to subscribe to his channel. Hi Ben and Jackie, and hi Fatima and Maruta and Sandy. Good man, Frank. Frank is including everyone in there.
Love it.
Frank is in the Netherlands.
Oh, I love this though. It's great, isn't it? Because there's so many different people from all over the world, isn't there?
All over the world. To chat. And I'm guessing Maruta knows you because she put our.
She does. I know Maruta.
Yeah.
Very well. Yes.
She had Ben in capital letters there a while ago. So I'm assuming
she's lovely. She's great. I love Maruta.
Good stuff. So, guys, as you know from the title, we are going discussing this beautiful deck. Now, I do have a beautiful bag downstairs that I need to put these cards into because the boxes, you know yourself, the boxes.
I know it's just the box, isn't it? It's a bit flimsy, but the cards are gorgeous.
The one thing I have to say first of all, Ben, about this deck, because I have, do you know, same artist, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot.
I was just gonna say yes.
Right?
I think I know what you're gonna say. Go on.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
I think I do.
Cardstock.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that always bothered me about, I love the fact that the cards, the Los Scarabeo cards, are slightly thinner, width-wise.
Yeah.
But the cardstock is just that little bit thick, and I'm a riffle shuffler, and you can't riffle shuffle properly with them.
No, I know.
But these are, oh God, these are gorgeous cardstock.
Well, actually, yeah, and because that one with the Golden Art Nouveau, it's gold foiled as well, isn't it? That one, they've got gold foiling on with it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's.
But the cardstock's still thin, isn't it? And it doesn't make sense that you've got gold foil and thin cardstock. But this is, I do like this. Definitely.
These are, the cardstock is just perfect.
It really is.
Love.
I feel like we're doing a QVC here, Jackie. We're your hosts, Smart Drinking with Me.
Now selling on my channel and Ben's.
Click
No.
the link. Love it.
But lads, look at them backs. Like, I mean,
I know, aren't they gorgeous? They're so. I
oh,
think because I can take it you like the Egyptian stuff.
yes.
Okay, I don't know a lot about the Egyptians, but I love, you know, I love the. I tell you what film that introduced me to the Egyptians was, you know, the Ten Commandments with the old
Yeah.
film with is it Charlton Heston, and I
Yeah. Oh,
just
Jesus,
that
yeah.
got me. Yeah, that really
Wow.
got me into it, and I was just like, and then start reading about the pyramids and. So, mate, you could go read. It's like a rabbit hole, isn't it? Actually,
It
the
is. It
Egyptian
is.
stuff.
It
Oh,
is.
God.
I see. I watch a lot of documentaries on ancient Egypt, and you know, archaeologists digging stuff up, and Valley
Yeah.
of the Kings, and the oh God, I just love it. It's,
Tutankhamun and all that.
I
Yeah.
swear to God, I think I was Tutankhamun in a past life or something. I was some pharaoh anyway.
Yeah. I love
Just
it.
saying.
Well done. Love
And
it.
I don't believe, because I know there was a couple of female pharaohs. I don't believe I was a female pharaoh. I've never looked into past lives or anything, Ben. I'm only kind of wishing.
Maybe I was a slave and I was like, you know, I got the fan out for her.
Maybe.
We've met again in, you know, this life. So
Maruta says this is one of my favorite decks. It's my new favorite now at the moment. Now, granted, I only did get it 2 days ago, right? So, Maya, who's not actually here yet, she said she was going to be on. She should be finished work by now. But yeah, so those boxes I was telling you I got in the post, Ben, they arrived Monday morning. I sent photographs to my friend Maya, who's on my channel. She is, speak of the devil.
oh, speak of the devil.
Hey, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
And her daughter Steph is probably watching because Steph is my biggest fan. Isn't that right, Steph?
Lovely.
So I texted Maya and I sent her photographs of what I had, and she goes, "Can I come down today?" She lives like an hour and a half away.
Must
So
be
she
good
drove
stuff. That's
down.
all I can say.
Yeah. So she drove down to look through the box of stuff that I got, and she brought me my Egyptian art nouveau tarot. So thank you, Maya. I'm obsessed with this. She knows I'm obsessed with the cardstock and everything. They're more of a kind of a plasticky feel, you know.
Yeah, and I don't mind that though, because
Oh, I
like I said, I
love
think
it.
they're easy to shuffle. They're really easy to shuffle, I think, aren't they? You know.
Yeah. And they just feel so much more durable.
They do. They do. Much.
You
They're
know?
not like flimsy, are they? Like a lot of those
No.
Bayo cardstock.
Really, really love them.
Yeah, me too. And they smell great as well. Not that, you know.
We'll have Maya laughing at us now.
If you're tuning in.
Sniff, sniff.
Yeah, we like to smell the card. No,
so guys, we're going to go through them and we're going to just have a quick discussion about what we like or don't like or whatever about each card. But lads, look at that fool card. Like,
I like that because it's a female foal, because I always think of it as a you know, most cards depict a male, don't they? So it's nice.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
This one.
It is. And it is actually, oh yeah, it's a cat. Of course, yeah, the Egyptians were all into their cats. Because I'm not a cat person. I love my dogs. But yeah, because of the Egyptian theme, I'll let it go this time.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I was like the cat, but no, yeah, it's that Egyptian theme, isn't it?
Oh,
no, I do like the full
beautiful. And I love the way, for the majors, they all have this kind of a border on them.
The borders, yeah.
Each of the suits then have a different design on the corners.
You see, I don't like borders usually, Jackie, but these are very tastefully done.
Yes.
And it doesn't detract from the artwork, I don't think.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's really, you know.
They are so gorgeous.
Yeah, love it.
I can't believe how beautiful these are.
Oh, I love it when you're talking to someone who's into the same kind of deck as you. It's great.
I know. And actually, do you know what's good too, right? Just before we go any further, is the fact that the little white book actually tells you who is in the cards, because normally they don't give you those kind of details.
No, they don't.
People are a bit lazy with the guidebooks.
Yeah, no, I thought that was good as well, because there's a lot of gods in there, isn't there? That I was thinking.
So like the fool, the fool is Bastet, do you know? So I mean,
really? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like you can Google Bastet and just learn more about her and kind of link then to the meaning of the card and stuff. Like the magician is Heka, Heka, I presume that's how you pronounce it. So this cool guy has 2 extra arms coming out of his head, which is pretty cool.
I know, I was wondering what that was. It's 2 arms, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a classic beard on there as well.
So pretty. Yes, actually, yeah. The typical Egyptian beard, isn't it?
Yeah. I love the Egyptian look
Very
though,
nice.
you know, like, and the colouring. It's just very vibrant
Yes.
colours, isn't it? You know, very
Yeah.
colourful deck, I have to say.
I
Really like
love
that.
it. And then Isis is the high priestess.
I think that's perfect as well for the High Priestess,
Do you know?
actually, Isis. It's really, God, it makes me, yeah, I think this is one of my favourite decks at the moment, Jackie, as well. I'm the same as you. I'm gushing over it.
And you only got yours recently as well, did you?
Yeah, I got it, oh gosh, about a couple of weeks ago.
Was it okay?
And I saw it, you know, when you're just browsing, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I really like the artwork." I was 2 cards in, Jackie, I'm not gonna lie, I did just buy it on based on
Oh,
its
did you?
card, which is really bad.
Okay.
Don't do that, folks, because it's not good. But on this occasion, it was a good buy.
Purchase responsibly, as
Yeah.
Gerald would say.
Yes, as Jared says, purchase responsibly. Don't take after me.
Well, you see, I mean, I'm sure you're the same. There is certain cards that we need to know that they're perfect before we
That's true.
buy it. Do you know what I mean?
And
Like the
can I
death
ask,
card for me.
Jackie, I
Go
was
on.
gonna say, what are your cards that you first look at when you look at a deck?
Well, the death card is the most important,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But I would have always found with decks that I got, if there was 2 or 3, uh, even well, 2 or 3 at the most that I just couldn't vibe with. It was
yeah,
not that deck has to go. Do you know? I
yeah,
really need,
yeah,
and this every single one is beautiful in this.
yeah.
So,
And
do you
they are
know?
quite different in some aspects, aren't they, to the Rider Waite?
Yes.
Although it follows that
Yeah.
system, there's some of them that are quite different, I think.
Maruta says Heka is the ancient Egyptian god of magic, medicine, and healing.
Oh,
Ah, there you go. And is also the personification of magic itself. He is considered a vital force in creation and daily life. Ooh,
oh, interesting.
thank you,
That's a good
Maruta.
choice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, now there's more. With his power interwoven into the fabric of the universe and the practice of magic. And there you go with
I
the
love
as
that.
above, so below.
Well, that's a perfect card depiction, really, isn't it, for that card?
Isn't it? And Heka, it's a
Interesting.
magic practiced in Egypt. Ah, thanks, Maya.
Interesting. See, I'm going to learn a lot about the Egyptian stuff here, which is
That's the thing.
great.
Yeah.
Me and Jackie, like before we got on, we were just like, "Yeah, love the cards. Don't know anything about." Well, I don't know anything about Egypt, but I was like, "Love it." But you learn a lot, don't you, through the chat?
Oh God, you do. You do. Hey, Lady Emerald.
Hey.
Lady Emerald is in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, we're all in the same kind of the UK, aren't we?
Vicinity.
Nice. Yeah, the
I have
vicinity.
I have to say I had to think about that for a second, because when people change their channel names, I get so confused.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, because when I came back, I was like, "Do I come back as Beneficial Tarot?" But I
Oh
thought, well,
yeah,
that's what people know me as. So I
exactly.
thought, yeah, I'll have to come back as that. It's just easy,
Yeah.
and because it's got my name in. Because some people
And
don't know your name either, do they?
I
Like,
was gonna say, yeah,
yeah,
I'm glad I put my name in first day, because
yeah,
I can't be dealing with trying to remember people. Now I
no,
remember most people's names, to be fair, but still
yeah,
sometimes you're going, shit, you get it
I know.
wrong.
I know. I always feel bad if I can't remember someone's name. It's like, oh no.
The Empress is Nefti. Not
Yes, I was trying to think who Nefty
sure of
was as
that name.
well. Is that?
The god, it says it in the book actually, Ben. I'm just looking at it here. The goddess of childbirth, magic, and protection. I love it.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
interesting. Yeah, it does. And is this the one, you know, in the film, The Ten Commandments, is that the one who pulls the baby from the reeds? I don't know, but it just
That now I
seems
don't know, because
no,
I wouldn't have seen that in a very long time, so I wouldn't
no,
remember, to be honest with you.
might look that up. But yeah,
Uh,
I think it's a good depiction. I love the artwork, I have to
oh,
say.
it's just stunning. I mean, Julia F. Massaglia is just gifted when it comes to art, do you know?
Has she done any more decks, Jackie, do you know? Because I know she's done the other one, the Art Nouveau
Uh,
one.
the Golden Art Nouveau. No, there is more, all
Mm,
right. There
is
is.
there? Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
'cause
can't think off the top of my head, but there definitely is more. Yeah.
Everything she does.
She's incredible. I mean, you'd imagine there can't be a bad deck with her doing
No,
the
couldn't go
artwork,
wrong. And I have to say, the Emperor's interesting because I love, instead of the ram's head, you've got like these crocodile heads.
Crocodiles. It says, "Praise to Almighty Sobek, he who brought order from chaos, give us the mental power to rule and the kindness to instruct others."
Well, that goes well with
Sobek.
that.
Yeah.
And this is what I like about this deck, is that you can go away, can't you, and learn a lot about the Egyptian characters from this.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. And you see, I don't know if you know, do you know this kind of significance, I suppose is the word, of the crocodiles?
No, I don't.
So when they were mummified, okay, so look, I'm just going to skip forward there a sec, right, to another card right now. So when they were mummified, they were brought up before this judge and jury of, there was 42 judges, right?
Oh, wow.
And they had to say, you know, I did not beg, I did not steal, I did not borrow, this, kill, I did not, all of the commandments and whatnot, right? And the jury had to decide if they were telling the truth or not. And they'd have a weighing scales, which is, it's in the justice card. So if you look at the justice card, the weighing scales is in that, right? So they'd put the heart on one side of the weighing scales and a feather on the other side. And if the heart was heavier than the feather, it meant that they weren't telling the truth, that they did commit some sort of crime, and the crocodile would jump up and eat the heart, and that meant then that they couldn't go off into the afterlife, so that they so believed in, you know?
Oh, wow, that's really interesting.
So that's the significance of the crocodiles in some of the cards, do you know?
It's really it's funny. I've been playing this computer game actually called Tomb Raider, and it's based in Egypt, the one level, and that was on. There was one bit where you had to get the scales right because the heart was lower.
Okay.
And there was and it was just interesting that you mentioned that. I was like, that's why it needed to be.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because otherwise they couldn't go on into their next life that they, you know, believed in so much.
Love that.
And then we have our Hierophant, who is Osiris.
Oh,
the man himself.
I wouldn't look at that.
It's Osiris. Yeah.
That is cool.
Who taught the Egyptians agriculture and gave structure to the wilderness of men. Guide me through my daily life. May my actions align with my teachings. Yeah.
Wow. And again, it goes so well, doesn't it, with the Hierophant card?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They've really got the characters dead on.
I was going to say they really put a lot of thought into it. I love when they do that with decks, do you know?
Yeah, me too. I know, because I don't like these decks where that hasn't got like the thought that's gone into it. Like, obviously, this has really been thought about, hasn't it?
Yeah. Like, have you seen, Ben, my Schitt's Creek tarot, the shitty tarot?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they put so much thought and effort into what scenes went into those cards. It's another incredible one, you know?
You see, and that's a good one, isn't it? Because like some of these ones that they do based on, you know, films and TV and that, it's like just very pippish. They don't match, do they?
Yeah.
And that, but
they can go so wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Our card.
I love that card. That's one of my favourites, actually.
It is. Do you know what? Yeah, because the Lover's card is actually one I've never really taken to for some reason or other.
Really?
Do you know?
Yeah.
Now I'm not a mad fan of the world card, or not the word, the wheel, just because there's not enough imagery in it for me, right?
Yeah.
Or the Three of Swords, just with the heart and the swords through it. It's just a bit boring. I need more image. But the Lovers in particular, I've just never taken to it for some reason. But this is beautiful.
Yeah, I like this one as well.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is, Jackie? Who this character is here with the?
So it's so it's Horus and Hathor.
Horus, that's it.
Yeah, and his wife Hathor.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I'm reading a lot tonight, folks. Have you?
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Even though he does have a guidebook, lads.
I know. You can tell I don't read. I was thinking when you got the guidebook, I was like, oh shit, I didn't read the guidebook.
Well, I don't normally either, to be honest with you. But it's just when it's like this, when it's themed on something, and especially because it's Egypt and I love the Egyptian stuff, I want to know who these people are so that I can Google them and kind of get more information about the cards. Do you know what I mean? I do
Yeah.
like to do a bit of an old deep dive into a new deck
No, and I'm
too.
glad because it does go to show how much thought that has gone into this. And I'll be on the internet
Yeah,
later reading
absolutely.
about all these characters.
Good.
Love square eyes.
Oh, stop. I'm like that from been on Spotify all afternoon, but anyway. Our chariot is, oh God, I don't know how you pronounce it. Anhur, Anhur.
Yeah.
God of hunting and defense, sweep us up in your chariot, carry us across the sea of misfortune so that we may attain our goals and become what we're meant to be. I love that. Isn't that just beautiful?
And I love this
Even
cape he's got on as well.
yeah,
The light, which, you know.
and the lion around his shoulder.
Yeah. It's so cool. A lot's gone into this.
Exactly. And you know what? You know what's funny too, right? I don't know if you've noticed this, Ben. So many people come put up their cards and they do all this kind of crap, and I'm going, "What are you doing?" Like,
I know.
they think they're going to be banned from YouTube for life for some boobies, like, and it's just well, look, it's never happened to me anyway. Maybe some people have gotten warnings. I don't know, but I don't care. I'm showing the boobies.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it until you said, but you know, you're right. A lot of people, some people like colour them out and everything, don't they?
Oh,
But
people draw bikinis on them and all sorts of crap. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny.
It's all
But
about
anyway,
the symbology.
I know, yeah.
And I adore this card. I think this is one of my favourites, actually.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Stunning.
That's true for you, because I've never. Oh, Taramuka. Yes, she did the Taramuka. That's right.
Oh,
You're right,
love
Frank.
the Taramuka. Yes.
He said that deck also looks a bit like the Taramuka, but yes, I think she was. I'm pretty sure she was the artist on that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Frank. Yeah.
I kept calling that the Taro Mucha. Because I can't read. No, I can read. But I was like, I kept calling it the Taro Mucha, and everyone was like, no, it's the Taramuka, Ben. What you on about?
Taramuka, yeah, he was Czech, Alphonse Muka. My husband is Czech, you see. So when he saw me with that deck first, he was like, "Oh my God, how do you have Muka?" You know, and I was going, "Well, everybody has it."
It's a brilliant deck.
It is.
That's another favourite deck, actually, of mine. I love that deck.
This actually, now that you mention how beautiful it is, and I'm looking at it properly, because remember I only got this 2 days ago, but I love the fact that she's not there like holding the lion's mouth shut. She's just wrapped up with him. Do you know?
Caressing him, really, isn't she? You know, she's comfortable, isn't she, in this card, which is
really gorgeous.
And that's what I love about different cards, you know, and different decks, is seeing the expressions and also directions as well that people are facing. I think that's another kind of interesting thing in some decks, you know.
I did a reading for someone yesterday with this deck, and I initially had you know, the Tarot of weight, the is it AGM was the printers, that one with the crackle back backs of the cards. I had that out and I had this out, and I had a crystal on top of both to tell her pick which deck she wanted me to use, right? But before she came, I decided to do a pre-read with this deck, and the cards made so much sense. I was like, no, I'm putting the other one away now. I'm hiding it, and I'm just going to use this deck. But the Page of Swords from this deck was one of the cards that came up, and I thought, like, if the Page of Swords from the regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck came up, it's just, you know yourself, his stance is facing forward, but his head is looking back, so he's still unsure of moving forward, right? Whereas in this deck, he's looking straight at you and he's charging forward. Do you know?
I know. That's what I find so fascinating.
So the meaning was so different, do you know?
Yeah, and it changes the meaning, doesn't it, for you sometimes? Because
absolutely.
You know, and I love it when you do readings as well, and like the characters are facing each other or something, or they're facing away from each other, and that puts a whole different spin on it, doesn't it?
I'm big into the facings, and I learned that from, do you know, Tarot Oracle on YouTube? He's American.
Yes,
I learned that from him.
I love Tarot Oracle.
You see, he had cancer there. He announced about a year or two ago that he had cancer, so I haven't seen anything from him of late.
I know, I heard that. And
I don't know what's the story.
I love watching Tarot Oracle.
Yeah, he has some fabulous tarot lesson videos. Like, I love watching tarot lesson videos all the time, you know.
Oh, me too.
I learned a lot from him, like.
Yeah.
Our Hierophant. No, sorry, what am I talking about? Hermit.
Hermes. No, and this is interesting because when I first saw this, I was thinking of the Six of Swords actually.
Yes,
It
you
looks
would
very much
actually,
like
yeah.
that, doesn't it?
You would.
But now I think it's a different depiction, isn't it? This I wasn't quite sure. This was the only card I wasn't sure about, and it made me go, oh, you know. But I get it. It does feel like a hermit card though,
Oh,
because he's
absolutely, yes.
obviously
Just the fact that he is on his own and he's gone off out
yeah,
into, because it is dark. You still have the darkness. No, he doesn't
yes,
need force, but well, oh, he does. He does. Sorry, he has a flame up here. He has a
yeah.
candle up here. Look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that, Jackie. You're
So yeah,
right.
all the symbolism is still there. It's
Yeah.
just that it's Egyptian, so it's a
And yeah, that's the
bird
thing. Then you got to remember,
headed
haven't you,
man.
that it's Egyptian and that it's
Yeah,
all kind
yeah,
of wrapped up in that, isn't it? No, I love
exactly. Yeah.
that.
This guy is what's he called? Nempty.
Yeah, I've heard of
Oh
that.
God of the ferryman, Nempty, guide us as we steer our crafts down the mighty rivers of life. Shine the stars upon that we do not see, so we can learn from our destinations and bring wealth back to our domains. I love it. I love the way the book has been put together. It's like a little poem
Yeah.
verse, it's beautiful.
I feel like they could write a whole book on this deck, couldn't they? And go into,
Yeah. Actually, yeah. It would be no harm if there was a
yeah.
full guidebook.
You never
Yeah.
know. We can put it out there, Jackie, in the universe.
Exactly. It's out there now, Ben. It's done.
Yeah. Done.
We'll Julia's after hearing us now when she's on it already. Our Wheel of Fortune.
I love that.
I love that there's the Eye of Horus.
Again, I like that it's kind of because I always think of the Wheel of Fortune quite busy in the RWS, but this is it's less characters than this in a sense,
Yes,
isn't there? But
yeah. There isn't the characters in the corners, yeah, but everything else is there,
it,
really.
yeah.
Do you know?
Like that, and I like the eye in the middle.
This is Tefnut, the god of water. Tefnut, or water, which rules our desert life, cannot be brought unless Tefnut, the god of water, the goddess of water, decrees good fortune upon us. Keep the rivers full so the cycle of life can sustain us far beyond our years.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
I love it.
And this is just beautiful. Oh my god.
I know. Every card we're going to go to like this is just
and this one.
Yeah. There's not a card we don't like, folks.
No, there isn't. You may have heard us saying that already. Justice is Matt, MA''AT.
Yes. Isn't there a deck, the maths deck or something?
I think so.
There is,
yeah.
isn't there?
Yeah. But look at those amazing wings that are just up in the air behind her. Oh my god.
I know.
And there you go. Now look
what the heart.
It's the feather in the heart, but it's the what's the word? Canopic jar. The heart is in the canopic jar there, you see, instead of just a heart on the thing. While I was away on holidays there the week before last in the Czech Republic, I was just watching endless Egyptian documentaries on YouTube.
I do.
Hey Hershey. Hershey's here.
Hershey. Nice to see you. I always get fascinated by the pyramids though, because you know who built them? They must have had help. There's
aliens.
That theory, isn't it? I know aliens. That's what I think. I think that, Jackie.
or the what were they called? That race of giant people who came from space and procreated with humans. What were they called? You know what I'm on about anyway.
I do know who you mean, because it was an AI video or something on YouTube, and it looked like real footage, but obviously it wasn't. It was AI.
Yeah.
Of like the giants helping, and I was like, wow, that's really interesting. But yeah.
Oh, like I mean, it's like unless we really are going backwards with regards to technology. Now, I did watch something recently. Oh God, this is like a rabbit hole now, but I did watch something recently. It's actually an English guy, Gary. He does lives with a Canadian fella, Richard Cardinal. This guy, Gary, is all into this kind of aliens and other worldly beings and all this kind of stuff. And the two moons theory and the sun that isn't the sun that we had a couple of centuries ago and all this kind of stuff. And he said in a live with Richard one night a couple of months ago that like basically we've been through, in the time that the earth has been in existence, we've been through numerous apocalypses basically where humanity was kind of made extinct through
Yeah.
their stupidity,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
humans were kind of replanted to kind of go again, try again, and whatever this kind
Yeah.
of thing. So it could be just that the pyramids were built when there was a different race of humans who had better technology, and who knows? I don't know. I'm just
Because of the placement of the pyramids as well, don't they say it's like
yeah.
almost like as if like someone was landing. It's like I heard a theory that they're placed strategically so that aliens knew where to land with stuff and that or something.
Okay.
So that
Wow.
was, yeah, you could go down a right rabbit hole with that, couldn't
Absolutely.
you? Love it.
Our beautiful hanged man. I love the feathers that are just falling next to him.
Yeah, I've noticed the feathers as well on
It's
that
very
one.
pretty.
Yeah. Is there any?
Tireless. It says tireless shoe. SHU. I've never
Oh,
heard of him.
no.
It says who holds the sky and earth apart so that we may continue our existence. We thank you for your sacrifice and we offer up our experience. Surrender, sacrifice, enlightenment. We'll
That's
have to Google
cool.
him now and find out what's the
Yeah.
story of the feathers.
We'll be Googling all night, me and you, Jackie, won't we, after
We should take half the deck each and make life easier.
this? Yeah, we should compare notes afterwards.
Exactly, yeah. That's just beautiful. I love it. Oh, lads, look at the death card. My favorite card.
Yes.
Drum roll,
Oh,
please.
I'm clapping. It's not a drum roll. There we go.
Isn't that just gorgeous? I mean,
It is.
look at Anubis, like what a man.
I know. I do love that card myself, actually.
I mean, and you see, like
Everything.
in the Rider Waite Smith, obviously you have the gates of heaven pillars, and the sun coming up
Yes.
and that. But here, of course, we have two pyramids, and the sun coming up
Oh,
between them.
Jackie, I didn't notice that. You see, this is great when you talk to
You know?
people because you
Yeah,
do. Yeah, I didn't notice that, but you're absolutely right.
yeah.
Because I
It's
was thinking
absolutely
about that.
beautiful.
I was thinking about the towers, so I'm really glad you mentioned
And
that.
even these lotus flowers, on his capey thing.
Yes.
Because lotus flowers were a big thing within Egyptian. They were all about the kind of renewal and the rebirth and all
Yeah.
that symbology. And
God,
here
I'm
we have a
learning so
little
much.
like lily kind of a thing in her
Yeah.
hair, and oh lads, it's just beautiful, isn't it?
This is what I like about these cards, though. There's so much information in just one card, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
Really, it's fascinating.
Thanks,
So,
Hershey. Bye. Hershey's
bye,
off again.
Hershey. See you soon.
I'm obsessed with this death card because death, look, everyone knows death is my favorite card, so this is just perfect. So I'll be keeping this deck.
Yeah, me too.
Do you
Definitely a
know?
keeper.
And look
Absolutely.
at this cool blue person
I know. I like this.
with the boobies.
I was going to say, is that a man or I wasn't sure
Well,
there.
it has a beard and boobs.
Could be man boobs. I mean,
Yeah, could be.
it's bended
Actually, yeah,
forward.
they all wore those kind of armor things that had kind of boob shapes in
Yeah.
them anyway, didn't they? And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Unless
yeah.
it's one
Or
of those like,
at least according to the documentaries.
So yeah, we're gonna go with the man on that one then. Unless it's one of those characters that's both, that the what's that?
Hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
Could be too. Well, he's called Happy, HAPI.
Oh, it's not far from that then.
Yeah.
Doesn't look very happy, mine, does it? But
It's
I like
beautiful.
it. It is beautiful.
Oh, love it.
Oh,
And
and
look
the
at the
devil.
devil.
I know. Here we go. I was just gonna say the devil card. Here we go.
How cool is this,
I
lads?
love that. I absolutely love
I
that
mean, it is
card.
like, and it's so, oh God, like the whole story now is mad, but like he who brings the storms and betrayed Osiris, Seth. So Osiris, remember, was married to his
Seth.
sister, as they did, right?
Yeah.
And Seth was the guy who came after him and killed him and cut him up into a million pieces that were like floating all over the earth, and off the wife went to find all the pieces of him to put him back together and
Yes.
bring him back to life and stuff. Just crazy stories, like,
I
obviously.
love that story. That's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
the thing I like about this though is that, if you're into RWS, and you don't know much about Egyptian stuff like me, you know, it's still a very usable deck, not
Yeah,
knowing
yeah,
the characters behind it. But
yeah,
you know,
true.
it's so interesting to look into the characters though.
Everything is still
Mhm.
there. It's just that, yeah, you'll get
Yeah,
extra information from the characters. Yeah, true.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I do like the tower
Uh,
card, I have to say.
it is cool.
It is.
It is. I mean, it's a pyramid. Like, what else would it be?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know?
It's fab. I love that.
And this is Geb, or at
Mm,
least Geb is one of them anyway. Geb, be kind to us when you shake the earth and tear down the foundations of our homes. Geb, we recognize that change is a constant.
yeah,
Yeah.
that goes really well. I love that. I'm loving this deck even more now, Jackie.
And actually, there is a doorway because I don't know if you've heard
Mm,
me saying in the last year or so that I learned this from someone else on YouTube. That like in the traditional tower card, there is no door.
yeah, that's true.
Um, Meaning that the tower symbolizes a self-built tower that we've put up
Ah,
around ourselves.
interesting.
So it's us
Yeah,
stuck in our comfort zone. So by being hit by lightning and thrown out of the tower, we're being thrown out of our comfort zone, do you know?
yeah, I like that. That's
But
so.
there's a door in this, so it's
Mm.
interesting.
What would you say that means with a door then? That's they've been thrown out. Would you
Well,
say there's some?
I suppose the door is there, so we
Mm,
have a way out, but it's
yeah,
just we're not wanting to, do you know?
yeah, yeah. I love
But
that.
like life is going to happen anyway and throw us out of
Mm,
that comfort zone whether we like it or not, do you know?
I love that. I love that.
I guess.
You used
Yeah.
a pyramid spread as well
Spread.
recently. Oh, it was brilliant.
I
But
love
it
it.
was really good. That was. I
There
thought
were
that was
three different
fantastic.
spreads that I was mad about, and I just thought, ooh, 4 and 3 is 10. I
Yeah,
was like, ooh, I can make a pyramid.
yeah. I thought it was brilliant. You did such a good reading on that, Jackie.
Good,
Really
thank you.
good. It's like
I
fantastic.
actually used that spread yesterday for my friend when she came for the reading too. She was very impressed.
I'm going to use it because I saw that and I thought I've got to write this down. The star.
Well,
I
I
love
have.
that.
If you look through my posts anyway on my channel, I have a photograph of it that I had drawn it out on a piece of paper and I photographed it and put it up. You know, so it's there somewhere anyway. If you scroll back a
Oh,
bit.
wow. Thanks, Jackie. It's the great thing, isn't it?
Uh, Not. This is not.
No, I love that car. I love the blue.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
normally the star is actually my favourite card. Anyway, I love the
Is
star
it
card.
okay?
Yeah, just the feeling of hope. I think hope.
Yeah,
I think that's really
hope and
important.
healing and yeah,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
I like the fact that it's at night. Uh,
yeah.
which is
And I
lovely.
just think it's beautiful that like that's the way stars are drawn in like hieroglyphics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And I mean, so I love the way she kept everything the same, you know?
yeah, absolutely. I'm falling in love with this
It's
deck
beautiful.
even more. And it's great actually to share it with somebody because you're seeing a lot of things that I haven't seen. So that's
Yeah,
really cool,
yeah,
which I really like.
I like that. And this is cool with the monkeys because obviously, you know,
Yes.
monkeys would have been more a thing back then too, you know?
And the little snake coming out this time instead of the what is it in the RWS? What do they call it? The crabfish, is it? They're not usually
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crawfish or whatever
Oh,
that comes
snake,
out.
yeah,
The
yeah. Well,
snake on the
I
top.
always just say crab or whatever, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, because yeah, like the crab is uh, symbolic of fears and worries and doubts. So the fact
that's
that he's coming
right.
up out of the water is like
Yeah,
fears, worries, and doubts surfacing. You know.
yeah,
Um, but with the snake here, yeah, I suppose. Well, the snake would symbolize the like a sneaky snake if you think about it. You
yeah,
know, it's like, oh, there's someone sneaky in your vicinity, kind of,
yeah,
you know, whatever. The book, it just says, we look to you, Khonsu, Khonsu, not
yeah.
sure who he is, god of the moon and of time, reveal the truth hidden in the shadows, give us the stability of the day during your rule.
I love
Love it.
that. I love that, and I love this image in the moon on this
Oh,
one.
and the two obelisks, isn't that the name of
Yes,
the? Yeah,
yeah, those two. I was just
yeah,
thinking, what's the name of those two?
love it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
You could frame these pictures, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Put it on
Actually,
your
you
wall.
could. That's an idea. I could get another copy and just a massive frame and put
Yeah,
them all
yes.
in. Yeah.
Love
They're
it.
gorgeous, like absolutely gorgeous.
The sun card.
And this, of course, is Ra. That's Ra up in the.
Yes, in the sun. I love that. Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah, it's really been thought well out, this has.
To uplift us in times of darkness. Ooh,
I love it.
beautiful.
The
Still a
artwork.
creepy baby on a horse, like, but
I
beautiful.
was just gonna say, do you like the baby on the horse? Because like most people don't, do they?
Oh, I have no problem with the creepy baby.
This is one of my favourite
No
cards
problem.
as well,
It
Jackie, when I was
is
looking at it
really
anyway.
cool. I love
Yeah,
this.
I love that
Just
as
because
well.
of, like I said, I mean, this is Judgment, so Judgment is, like I said,
Yeah,
the story of coming up before the judges and the heart and
yeah.
the feather and stuff. So it is, it's obviously a
It
perfect
tells a story, doesn't it? Which I like about
image.
that card.
Yeah.
That's
And I mean, they're
fabulous.
all, this woman in particular here on the right,
Yeah.
she looks like she's kind of hoping and praying that she's going to get past all these
Yeah.
judges and go off into the afterlife, you know?
I know it sounded like a right battle to get to the afterlife of the Egyptians,
Yeah, do you
don't you
know?
know?
And I mean, all the things that they thought that, do you know what I don't understand,
Mhm.
Ben, right? Now,
Go
this is
for
from watching all these documentaries, right? That I watch. What I cannot understand is they so believed in the afterlife and
Yeah.
in all this lavish burials with all their gold and all their everything,
Yeah,
right? And how is it that nowadays that Egyptians have no problem with archaeologists going in and digging up these tombs and taking out the bodies and putting in them
I
in,
know.
like, how do they not
Museums
think
and
that
stuff.
they're going to be haunted for the rest of their lives?
Exactly,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, it's crazy because
As much, I just
you
don't get it.
you wouldn't do that to a normal grave, would you? "Oh, let's dig it up and put it,"
Do
you
you
just
know?
it's crazy to think that, and, eh, you know, this is the
I don't
fascinating
know.
thing there because I read a documentary about Tutankhamun. Have you ever seen years ago, there was a TV program called Strange But True. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh God, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they had one about Tutankhamun, and they were saying that I think the lights went out in Cairo when
Oh
they
wow.
discovered the tomb, and weird things happened after the
Sure, they
discovery.
all got sick and died and stuff as
Yes,
well. You know what I
that's
mean?
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
one of the
mean,
guys who
and
found it.
they were they were convinced that it was because of, taking him out and taking all his
Yeah.
belongings out and everything.
Well, it's like, I mean, when we die, we're gonna keep all
I
our
don't know.
tarot decks around us. Could you imagine in our coffins full of
Well, we'll
tarot
have to be
decks?
buried with something, anyways. At least one deck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Will it be this deck though, Jackie? That's the question.
oh, I think so.
Love it.
Well, yeah, you see, like a lot of them, I'll have to, give down to my grandchildren or
Yeah,
whatever.
pass on.
Maruta says Egyptians venerated the Hamadryas baboon, is that how you pronounce it? I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
As one embodiment of Thoth. Oh, okay, god of the moon and of
Oh, that's
wisdom, an advisor
interesting.
to Ra, god of the sun. Hello, he's my
Wow.
baby. He's come back to see me.
Oh, is he gonna jump up that side?
Listen, if you jump on my deck now, you're going back to the home, right? Just warning him.
He's gone, he's gone.
He is actually. Sometimes I think he understands me. Maya says it changed same way as people were super religious in Poland and Ireland, as you know. Yeah, it changed over the time for different
Yeah,
reasons, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. I
definitely.
always
So,
but I still like would watch a documentary and go, how do they think this is right
I
nowadays? Do you
know,
know what I mean?
it's
I don't know.
crazy. I
Now
know, it's crazy, isn't it?
I know people want to look into these things and find out more about ancient history and all the rest of it. I understand it from that point of view.
Some of it's barbaric though, isn't it? What they used to do,
Yeah,
and you just think, how did they think that was right,
yeah.
really?
And even all the looting, 'cause I know a lot of the tombs were looted
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff and
such a
but anyway.
shame.
Come here,
And
we better speed up a bit, it's 1:15.
I know, we're still getting carried away, we're enjoying it too
We've
much
only got
for
through
you.
the majors.
I know.
Oh, hello. Oh, feck it, here he is, look.
Oh,
Excuse
bless
me.
you.
I'll kill you. Are
I love dogs.
you gonna say
Dogs
hello?
are my
Look,
favourite.
who's my baby. Look,
What
who's
kind
that?
of
Look,
dog's that, Becky? Is that
little
a
Ben.
yeah.
Well, a fella that crystals. Oh, he's sitting on my crystal. Excuse
Oh,
me. No, it's all right, baby. I'm just trying to get my crystal. A fella that was working outside the house one day a few months ago told me that he reckons he's a collie Labrador.
Oh, I love dogs.
So
How long have
that
you
would
had it
explain.
for?
He's what is he?
Oh,
He's
he,
4. So
sorry.
we've had
I
him.
said
We've
shit.
had hi pup. We've had him.
Hello,
Or he's 4, so we've had him for 3 years. He was about a year old when we got him.
oh,
We got him from the CSPCA, you know.
love it.
He's a hooligan. God love him.
I'm definitely more of a dog person than a cat
Me too.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't hurt anything, obviously, but you know, I
Yeah.
love my dogs.
Now, this is my favourite card.
And there's our world card,
I
which
love
is
this
really cool.
card.
It
You know
is
what I like
cool.
about this is I like the egg in this card because, you know, like on the fool is 0,
Yeah.
isn't it? Which represents the egg. So it's
Yeah.
that full cycle, and I really like that depiction in this card
Yeah.
because it's almost like the fool's journey's ended.
Mm.
Looks like he's about to go into a sarcophagus or something, but and then the egg, it's like that, you know, all over
I
again,
love
isn't it?
that's one of my favorite words, sarcophagus. I want to be buried in
Yeah.
a
Yeah, me
sarcophagus.
too. It's a really fancy one. I love it.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
I do.
Yeah,
I
I do
love
love
that
it too.
one. That is my favourite, I've got to say.
Right. So we'll go on to our ones.
Oh yes, ones. Bear with me, I've got the wrong one. Hang on. Go for it. Marita says, hi Pop. I thought she was talking to me for a second. She's talking to the dog.
I'm sure he'll come back again anyway. Actually, I better move my cards just in case he does decide to show himself again.
Right. Yeah, I
There's
like
no
these.
consideration.
I love the ones.
Yes.
What do they call
beautiful.
this? I can never remember what they call this.
Oh God. Anyone tell us?
Anyone?
Lads?
Maruta? Do you know what they?
Anyone?
Because wasn't Tutankhamun holding one of those as well? Like, you know, when they
Yeah.
do that.
Is that the scepter? No.
Yeah, I think you might be right, actually, Jack. Yeah.
Possibly, but someone will tell us anyway. It's a scepter, maybe.
Like that.
But we'll see now what they say.
Hook. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it does look like a hook, actually.
And our beautiful 2 of Wands.
And again, it does follow the ride away, which is really good, isn't it? You
Absolutely, yeah. It's just the you know, the flowers that would have been instead of the roses and lilies here, like it's the
yes.
What did I call them a while ago? Oh my God, I'm after forgetting. Anyway, you know what I'm on about.
I know what you mean.
Beautiful, like, oh, I love them. And that 3 of Wands is just so cool. I love the branches that are coming up behind him.
Yeah, and again, it's very in some ways it's quite different, isn't it? I like
that.
Would you say you're more? I mean, because I've started recently trying to look at Thoth, like trying to get into that, but it's I don't take to it as well as the RWS. But
I wouldn't even try, Ben. I wouldn't even try it. They're just
I
too
always
weird
fall back
looking.
on it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I always fall back at RWS, and it's like, and then I because I think they're slightly. I don't know whether the meanings are slightly different. I've been reading a book, but I still. I think the RWS is easier to follow, isn't it?
This is so gorgeous, isn't it? I mean, I love the traditional one, but just the fact that this is up closer and you can see all the fabulous happy face.
Yeah.
And all the celebration, and there's a guy in the background there. Where are we? Here at the side, playing some sort of a instrument of some sort.
Yeah.
And there's a guy here sitting at the side playing a harp, and there's there's just so much happening. There's someone in the back there carrying a water jug. There's just loads happening.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous.
You can really lose yourself, can't you, in these cards?
You could, yeah. And this is the most I've looked at him since I got him.
Yeah.
Only because we're showing them.
No, I know. Me too, though, because I think when you're looking at them with someone else, you do notice things that you wouldn't notice.
You do, yeah. Marusha says the scourge, also known as a flail, was a tool used to thresh grain. Representing the pharaoh's role in providing for his people. The flail or crook. I think we need to get Marusha on the next time to go through this deck in finer detail.
Definitely.
Represented the pharaoh's responsibility to protect and govern his people, similar to a shepherd with a crook. When held together by the pharaoh, these symbols represented the ruler as both provider and protector. Maruta, thanks a million. Love it.
I bet. Mountain of knowledge.
Yeah, look at that gorgeous 5 of Wands.
I know. I
do
can't
love
think
the 5 of Wands.
about these cards, to be honest. I really do like them. It feels like a summer deck to me, and I know it's because it's Egypt and it's like, but it feels very summery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of like a happy deck.
Just her artwork. God, she's incredible. Our beautiful 6 of Wands.
Yeah, this is another favourite of mine. I think it's
gorgeous
in the whole.
I mean, there's real celebration, real kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
I've won the battle vibe.
Yeah.
Facial expressions are brilliant, especially the 7 of Wands. I mean, look at his face. He's like really fighting.
He's like really. Like, don't mess.
He's like, come on, get me.
Don't mess with me. I like that.
It's brilliant. And come here, I love the 8 of Wands because the 8 of Wands is another one where there's just so little happening in it and it's boring to me. Whereas this is
again, you've got more in the image, haven't you? There, like more that forward movement kind of thing.
You've all the peeps on their camels and they're making their way through the desert.
Yeah, I love that.
So that is beautiful. Yeah, I really appreciate this.
Making me want to learn more about Egyptian mythology and everything there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Egypt, Jackie?
No, God.
Would you like to go?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I can imagine standing now, just looking up at the pyramids or in these amazing buildings, and just I can imagine the energy you'd feel there.
And actually going into a pyramid, I've seen documentaries where people going in and it's like a tunnel down, and you just think, there must be a vibe, hadn't there?
You'd be overwhelmed watching it on telly, so can you imagine being there? Do you know what I mean?
Can't imagine, can you?
I'd love it. Definitely have to get there,
Yeah.
Our 9 of Wands is cool. And again, you see, we have the branch, do you know, that we had in the 3 of Wands?
Yeah, is there something symbolic about the branch?
Which is interesting.
It is, because there's a bit of a theme of the branch, isn't there?
Yeah.
In fact, is it on every card? No, it's not.
Well, I suppose the fact that, he could, I suppose some of his injuries could be from maybe tripping over the branch, you know?
Yeah,
it's obstacles.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I like that. I love the way you think about cards and the detail, because it's so interesting to me.
I'm big into the symbology, I really I like to know the numbers, and even last night, right, I'll tell you a quick story with him. Last night I was at my spiritual circle, and my friend who runs it was doing we were in a guided meditation, and she was telling us to ask our angels or tell our angels where we'd like to be in 8 months. She just said 8. And when we came out of the meditation, her father says to her, where did you come up with 8? And she says, oh, I don't know, I was just told 8 months. And they were like, when is 8 months? And I go, it's February. And they were like, Jesus, how did you do that so quickly? And I was like, well, duh, we're on the 1st of April. There's 6 months of the year left, 2 months into the next year is February. Hello, it's not that. It's not maths, But so I was saying February. And time went on anyway, and about a half an hour later, we were talking about something else. And I said, lads, I just have to go back to the 8 months there. I says, because I need to figure out where she came up with 8, or what 8 months, what it means,
Yeah.
And I said, look, 8 months is February. It's 02/2026. Add them together, you get 12. 1 and 2 is 3. It's all about teamwork and working together. I said, the 8 months is coming up, I said, because it's telling us that it's our angels and guides and what telling us that none of us need to move forward alone. We're all here in this circle to help each other and to give each other advice, and because someone will be discussing something they've seen in a meditation. I might understand it, and I go, oh well, that means whatever, and we'd all take turns just popping in with information that we knew in relation to what they were seeing or hearing or whatever. And I love that.
Oh, I love that. And it's interesting actually with numbers as well, isn't it? When you start adding numbers up, or and making it into that fascinates me. That does, because there's a lot to do with that as well, isn't there?
So I love looking at the numbers, the colors, and then of course I link the colors to the chakras too, and bring in more information about chakras and that kind of stuff.
Wow, yeah, no. Oh God, I learned so much from you. Goodness me. Yeah, I've never thought about that before.
There's so much to the cards, like, you know.
I'm so glad to be back, I tell you, because I'm learning loads. It's really
Good,
great.
good.
The 10.
So there's our 10 of Wands, lads.
Yeah,
And I
this
mean,
is interesting, isn't it? Because usually they're
yeah,
them, aren't they? But it's still a lot there. There's still a bit
he's
of
not holding them in the traditional way, but at the
no.
same time, they're all in front of him and they're blocking him from
Mm.
getting to that pyramid there in the background, you know.
And are those the branches on the floor as
You
well?
see, they're
Yeah.
bits of the big branch, yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Love
Maya says, the closest to Egypt I was when I went to the British Museum a few weeks ago.
it. Well, that's closer than most people,
Well, seeing as
definitely.
half of the mummies from Egypt are probably in the British
Well, that's
Museum.
true,
Do you know what I
definitely.
mean?
At
Yeah.
least you're not gonna get cursed because, you know, they're behind glass cabinets, so you'll be all right there.
Well, you'd hope anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to say, the court cards are beautiful in this deck because
Yeah.
sometimes the court cards can be totally hit and miss. I'm always saying to Maya, right, and you'll probably laugh, right? But do you know when there could be a completely normal Rider-Waite-Smith based deck, and
Yeah.
then some creator will decide to make the Queen of Cups a mermaid. It's like,
I know.
what the F-U-C-K? Do you know what I mean? Now,
I know.
don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. There's teenage girls shows that I've watched with my daughter over the years, which are based on mermaids, and I love them, right?
I
But I don't want no
know, I
feckin'
know.
mermaids in my Queen of Cups card. Like,
Well, I'm just too distracted by the tail, and I'm like, no,
I'm just
this is
like,
taking me out.
nah. But like,
I know.
why would you have 77 cards with humans and then put a mermaid in?
I know. I mean, get a mermaid deck if that's what they want to do. But
Exactly.
I get
Do you know
you.
what I
I
mean?
totally get you.
So that
You
just
know.
pisses me off, Ben. But we've no mermaids in this. We're good. We're good.
No, thank goodness. We're all right. We're safe. We're all right on this one.
But I love these. These are
Yeah,
beautiful.
they are
I mean, look at that
beautiful.
Knight of Wands. He's cool.
I love the headdress and everything as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But did they? Well, I presume they did have horses back then. I mean, you don't only think of camels, like,
I know you wouldn't
you know.
think of a horse in Egypt, would you? Because of the heat
Yeah,
and everything, really. I guess
no.
that's a good
But
question.
maybe they did. I don't know. Yeah, that's one thing I did wonder. I was like, because I mean,
Although
there
I
was
guess you couldn't put a
one.
camel on a camel in the United ones, could you? Because the camel
Well,
wouldn't go
he
very
wouldn't be
far, would
traveling
it?
fast. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I guess
Maybe.
that
Maybe
may
it's a bit of
be.
poetic license. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
we'll let them off. I like this with the cat.
And I love that the cat is there, yeah, because obviously
Yeah,
sometimes they leave the cat out and that doesn't sit
yeah.
well with me either.
And this is what I like because I think they've really thought about the symbolism here. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just like they've gone with an Egyptian theme.
And black
They've
cats were very important anyway, you know.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Arabian stallions come from that area of the world. Thank you, Maruta.
Love it. Maurice, what would we do without you, honestly?
Thank God for Maruta.
I know. Absolutely. Then we have the
I
king.
love this. He is really cool.
Yeah. He's sitting in his power there, isn't he? Good God.
Isn't he? Isn't he?
Yeah. I love the cloak as well on that one. And the lion behind him.
And you see the newt type creatures are still all over the cloak and everything, you know?
And again, you've still got that
Yeah.
call it, that little thing at the bottom there.
Gecko thing or whatever there.
Gecko. Yeah, that's it, gecko.
You know?
That's what it looked like to me. Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful. I love the shape of the swords. Aren't they just cool?
Yeah, me too. It's just different, and that's what I like about this.
Yeah.
It's really, you know,
very, very pretty.
Love it.
Oh, we have that. I'll have to Google that. That kind of two-headed snake creature thingy.
And what is that gold disc behind, Jackie? Do you know? Is that part of the sword, or is that like?
That's wands. It's cups. Right now, swords.
Mm.
We accept the gift of the Kopesh sword, which is sword from the divine hand of the gods, cut through the chaos and confusion as we could communicate throughout the day. Yeah, it doesn't say what it is. You'll just have to. You could Google the image, and it would tell you probably what that is anyway. You know.
Love it.
Or just like Google two-headed snake or whatever it is, and you know, find out the. I just love adding all these extra bits. Yeah.
I've seen it somewhere, that image.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That two of swords is just perfect.
So, yeah, I love it.
Like the colouring of the sky, I think is just
I was just thinking the same, colouring and
on
everything.
point, isn't it?
I love it. I really do love this deck.
Oh,
I feel like
stop.
I want to collect all the decks now. Like, purchase responsibly.
Yeah, I know, yeah. We'll have to look. We'll have to look. I went onto her Instagram page there earlier. I was going scrolling through. I'm scroll through now afterwards and just look at all her artwork and see what other decks she has.
Yeah. I
And
like
this,
yeah,
I appreciate this because it just the heart with the swords is just boring as hell. So this is beautiful.
No. There's more in
And
it.
actually, not only that, but this young fella actually reminds me of my nephew in inverted commas.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, he's very like him. He used to have the hair like that at one point, but I think he's a short at the moment. But
I love this because it doesn't just depict the heart of the swords, it really tells the despair, doesn't it, and the heartbreak
yeah,
on the face there, which I think
absolutely.
is really
I mean, you
good.
still have the dark, dreary sky and the rain and everything, but it's just it's just perfect.
Stunning. Love it. You really get
Yeah.
lost in them, can't you, these images?
Oh, you would. And Four of Swords, look at
I
him.
know. We're just gushing about these cards. It's like, oh, here we go.
I
know.
just, oh,
I think that's a great
beautiful.
depiction I do of the Four of Swords.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. It's just other than I think it's a gorgeous card, that one.
yeah.
I love it.
And all the symbolism on the walls and
Yeah.
so cool.
We're getting lost in the imagery. We're going to be dreaming about Egypt tonight, Jackie. You
I know,
that,
yeah. I should put the deck under my pillow tonight, actually.
That's true.
This is just perfect too. Like,
yeah,
they're amazing.
Yeah, speaks for itself, doesn't it? Really?
It does, doesn't it?
I love them. Oh, and I love the 6 as well because,
yeah,
again, it's that kind of moving away from uncharted waters, but there's still a struggle there in a sense. But someone told me something really interesting. Steve from Cosmic Orphan, honestly, his lives, he's doing some great lives at the moment talking about cards, but he was saying to me that the child, I can't remember what he said now, was it that it represents the higher self or the inner child within us?
Oh,
which was interesting, which was an interesting take on it.
okay.
Looking after the inner child in ourselves, or something like that. He's done it on a live, I think, but it was just fascinating,
Right.
different way to look at the card, and like in the 6 of Cups, it's like looking at the higher self, looking at the super consciousness and things like that, which I thought was interesting.
I love the fact that you're not looking at the back of the people, that you're looking at them head on and you can see the expressions on their faces and that kind of stuff, the one thing I learned about the 6s too is that there's always someone above other people, so it's about bending down to help others. So like this is the ferryman who's helping this family to move on,
Yes, I love that, Jackie. That's so true.
And one thing that always bothered me, Ben, about the 6 of Swords, and again, it's only in the last year or so that I heard someone else saying it on YouTube, explaining what it actually meant. I often wondered why these people were in the boat going from a place of stormy waters to a place of calm waters, but taking all their swords with them, taking all their crap with them.
Yeah, that's so true.
Right?
Yeah.
I often wondered that, and I heard a fella saying that the idea is that when you get to the other side, when you get to the new shore, you're supposed to throw out 5 of the swords and continue with the Ace of Swords, with the one sword, a new beginning.
Wow. Yeah. That's so cool.
So I loved that, yeah. I love
Especially
hearing all these little things that
but they're
bothered me.
so interesting, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've never heard that, Jackie, so that's really that'll make
I
me
like
think
that.
now when I get that. That's amazing. I love it. It's amazing what you can learn from each other.
And that 7 is brilliant because the way normally he's just sneaking away and I have pulled the card for people in readings and said, you just need to grab what's important to you and get the hell out of there,
This guy's getting the hell out of there.
And this guy is getting the fuck out of there.
I mean, he's really going for it, isn't he? Yeah.
So I love the movement in this card, like.
Yeah, I agree there.
He
That's
he is
funny.
not
It's so
focused on
funny.
where he is stepping in those bare feet or anything. He just has what he needs and he's getting out there like.
I love that. Yeah.
He actually has the 7 swords. He has all swords because normally he's taken 5 of the 7.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
has
I
all
remember that.
7.
Because 2 are normally
Yeah.
behind, aren't they?
2 are normally being left behind. So
That's
yeah, he
probably why
actually
he's
has all
getting
his
out
7
there,
swords.
because he's got all the bloody swords
Yeah.
this time. I
Yeah.
love it.
So I like that. I like that. I only just noticed that now.
Yeah.
8 of swords,
Oh,
just
8,
beautiful.
yeah. Again, I know. Again, it's
Yeah,
just so
what do we like?
lovely, isn't it? Yeah. I love that. I love this depiction though, the 8 of Swords, because someone said, well, she can easily unbind herself and walk through those swords, can't she? If
Yeah.
you think about it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, we do trap ourselves in our own mind, don't
Absolutely.
we? And
We
I
do.
love the 8 of Swords, because I never saw it like that. I just thought, oh, you're trapped, you're in a trap situation. But actually, no, it's your mind, isn't
Yeah.
it? You're trapping yourself.
Yeah.
And she could easily walk across and get out of that. But
It's beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And again, I'm sorry, this is another really nice
The
card.
9, like, come on, look at that, lads.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it.
The details in it, lads, is
Yeah.
just, I mean,
The
look at the flowers
decor.
up the wall. Yeah. And look
Yeah.
at that lion head there. And look at
Yeah.
the pomegranate and the,
Yeah.
oh, lads, it's just the
So
little, look at the
detailed.
pretty pot in the corner. And oh my
I
God,
like the
like,
fact that this deck's detailed, because it's not busy detailed. It's actually, it's just the
yeah.
right amount, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just beautiful artwork that you could get lost in.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 of Swords.
That 10 is, I mean,
That
it
looks
is cool.
painful, doesn't it, that one?
It does, but I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I love it.
I love the fact that the light in the background is like the sand color of the sand
Yeah.
dunes and stuff, you know?
It's the colours as well, isn't it, in this deck?
Yeah,
Really beautiful.
absolutely.
And have you noticed with the miners, they've all got different
Yes,
kind of
that's what I meant to say. The
border
wings
things.
are cool on the
Yeah.
swords, aren't they?
Yeah. Absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely
On the ones we had we had just these kind of flowers or
That's it.
whatever,
Yes. Which makes sense,
do
doesn't
you
it,
know?
actually?
Yeah. See, and this is the Page of Swords, and that came up in the reading for my friend yesterday. So, like, normally he's kind of apprehensive about moving forward. He's looking back,
Yeah.
whereas this guy is charging straight at you,
Gosh, yeah, I see what you mean.
you know? So it's just a whole different take on the card then,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and I think this is really important with directions. It does change
It does, yeah.
the reading slightly, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love the facings and stuff. That was a big thing that I learned and appreciated from Tarot Oracle, you know?
Yeah. Love that.
Knight of Swords is beautiful.
Wow.
You can see massive movement there as well, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Birds there.
Maya, thanks a million for this deck. I'm obsessed. The Queen of Swords, lads, is a babe.
Oh,
Look at her.
yeah. Stunning. Look at that.
That blue. Oh my God, look at that blue of her
I
dress. Like,
know.
lads.
The colours just does it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You could really get lost in this deck, I have to say. Wow. And the king.
Oh, it's every time I look at these cards, I'll find something. Oh, he is just epic, isn't he?
We're just gushing about these cards. I don't think we found a bad card yet.
No.
I love it. I love that.
I mean, the detail. Oh my God.
Know. Your camera shows it all better than mine, the colours, which is good.
Well, the sun is around the back of my house too, you see, so I have some good light coming in there now to show them properly. And then we look with this lovely kind of lilies or whatever in the corners.
I
for
know, and the different border again. I love
the
that.
cups. Yeah.
They really have thought
Really
about the
beautiful.
detail, haven't they, in this deck?
They have.
Gorgeous.
Even them inside in the cup there, look, there's up here, there's an ankh at either side.
Yes, I didn't notice that.
Teeny tiny little ankhs. Ankh, as the Americans say.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And that actually, of course, it's not a dove. What's that? That
No,
word?
What is that?
He's in the corner of the world card, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Maruta,
Yeah.
tell us.
I was just gonna say, where are you?
You know what that
Okay.
bird is. Here, look. This guy in the corner here of the world card.
That's it. What is that?
Whatever he is,
Is
I
it
can't think of what he's called now. It's
Arabian?
on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, I thought Marissa said Arabian. No, she's on about a different
Oh yeah.
Arabian.
Luckily, this deck isn't that expensive. Yeah.
I know it's cheap.
Absolutely.
It's really good actually for the price. It's standard price, isn't it? Which is good.
Absolutely gorgeous. That 2 of cups. Oh my God. Look at it.
Lovely. I love it. I love it again. That is really pretty. That is.
It is. Look, a crane. Yeah, I think that's the one,
Right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a
Yeah.
heron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
be either. Yeah.
3.
And that
Oh,
3 of cups.
yeah. Love it.
And when Maya came down and gave me these the other day, and I was shuffling them, and so it was me, her, and her daughter sitting out in my back garden in the sunshine, and this card came out, and I was like, "Look, that's the 3 of
you.
us."
Yeah. I love that. It's such a happy card, that is, isn't
It
it? As
is
well,
just stunning.
I love that card.
Oh, lads.
I know. Is this your favourite deck at the moment then, Jackie?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Again. I think the artwork's absolutely stunning though, isn't it? You know.
It is. And I love the backs. I think the backs are
I like the backs.
just as important. You know, sometimes you can get a really nice deck with a shite back. Like,
I know.
but
I'm not going to lie.
beautiful.
I have in the past bought a deck based on the back of the cards, which I know is really
Yeah.
bad, but you know.
No, the backs are very important. Backs are
They
very
are,
important.
aren't they? Yeah, that's beautiful. Love that one as well. It's very, very similar, but
yeah,
it's just I like the it's like wine, is it? Or blood?
I do miss the fact that there's no green liquid in this card, but other than that, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because the quality of the red and the green is very important in this card, you know. But anyway, it's gorgeous still.
Yeah. I'm learning so much,
Absolutely
Jackie,
gorgeous.
from your insights, I have to say.
Good stuff.
Really good.
And I love that they didn't take out the fellow walking away in the background of the 6 of cups. That's very important too.
Yeah.
You know.
What does that mean then, Jackie, with the person walking away?
So again, I heard someone on YouTube saying, it's a guard. So the guard is walking away. It's like he's off duty. He's walking away. So it's about letting your guard down
Oh,
and allowing love in, not being afraid to
Yeah.
let love in. Do you know,
Yeah.
like this could be someone coming back from your past with like you and an olive branch saying, "I'm so sorry for all that we've gone through, and you know that we haven't talked in years, and whatever I did to you, and you know that kind of thing." So it's about letting your guard down and allowing love in, kind of a thing, you know.
That makes so much sense.
So I love that they haven't taken that out, you know, because again, you get the odd deck where they don't have the fellow walking away in the background, and I just think even though it's the tinier details that are the more important ones in my mind, and if they leave them out, you know.
I'm a very visual person as well, so you know, like when I'm reading cards, because this is why I don't do so well with like the Marseille decks. Although I like the look of them, I just can't read pips very well, you know, and
No.
I just prefer to see something, you know.
Well, Ben, have you seen the Rider Marseille tarot deck? Actually, it's out of stock. But
Is
anyway,
it like a mixture of the weight and the Marseille
it's
together?
the two put together. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. Have you got that one, Jackie?
Yeah, and I have a deck review. I'll send you the link. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I need to have a look at that, definitely.
Card stock is to die for.
I'm all about the card stock. Oh God, it's going on my wish list already. The ever-growing wish list, though.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's
our lovely 7 of Cups. Again, I like the fact that he's not in silhouette. You know, I like the fact that you can see the whole lot of him, and you know.
I don't know what that crocodile's doing, but it looks like.
I'm not sure what the hell that's about either.
Looks like he's going to bite something then.
It's kind of like, I mean, this looks like the mane of a lion.
Yeah.
But then you have a crocodile head, and it looks like the ass of an elephant. I don't know.
I was just thinking of an elephant then. Yeah, as well at the back there.
Not quite sure what's going on there, but anyway.
No, it's cool though.
I might ask her on her Instagram page. I'll go, come here, what's
Yeah.
going on here? But the
Oh, but
only one little thing with the 8 of Cups, one little tiny
go
detail
for it.
again, right? I prefer, when in the Rider-Waite-Smith one, there's the 5 cups and then there's the 3, but there's a gap
Yeah, there's
between
a
two of
gap.
them.
Yeah.
I think that gap is important,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Same.
because it's about
Yeah.
realizing that there's something missing in your life and
Missing.
going off in search of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. Oh my God,
But,
yeah.
but look, we won't fight with her over it.
Yeah, no, I'm fascinated by your insights, I have to say. I'm learning a lot tonight. Every day's a school day, folks. That's all I can say.
It's true. It's
It
true.
is.
I had someone saying last night actually in class that oh, Jackie is the tarot expert. I was like, no one is a tarot
Well,
expert.
Jackie, I'm
Do you
learning a
know?
lot. I tell you, I have to say. This is really intriguing. I like you.
I really appreciate this 9 of Cups because obviously, I don't know if you've heard me saying, but the 9 of Cups just looking like your man out of Greece. What's his name? John Travolta is just a bit
Yeah.
too. You know, he's a Scientologist, and I'm not into these Scientology people. I don't want nothing to do with them. So I didn't appreciate the fact that obviously Pamela Coleman Smith back in the day didn't know she was drawing, John Travolta, but this is beautiful.
Yeah. And isn't there something about the cups in this card being elevated? There's a meaning for that, isn't there? I'm sure that means something.
There probably
The
is,
fact
yeah.
that they're higher up compared to, I'm
Yeah,
sure that means something.
yeah. I have a
Like
book of.
higher consciousness or something
I'm just looking my symbology
of
book and see what it says about that. Yeah.
it.
But again, I remember an American tarot reader saying when she pulls the cards, she often thinks, "Oh, you drink too much," because this guy's here partying on his own with all 9 cups. He's obviously gone through a lot of drinks. So it's like you drink too much, you need to calm down.
I love that. That's so
I
funny.
love stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that people come up with.
It's so obvious as well when you see it like that, actually. Can't
And
unsee
he
it though
doesn't
now,
look
can
as
you?
and he doesn't look as kind of cocky and smug as usual, either.
Yeah.
I like it. This is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the team.
I love the
I
really
love the team.
summery pastel kind of colours in that,
Yeah. I think the whole deck's quite a summery deck, really.
It is,
Which is
yeah.
nice. I love that. I do love that.
Gorgeous. And our Page of Cups, again, the page is coming straight at us.
I love it. Again, yeah. Are all the pages like this, actually?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Page of Pentacles is the normal way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, the Page of Cups is usually looking backwards, isn't he? He's kind of faced backwards.
Yeah, and he's looking at the fish, isn't he, usually?
He's staring at his fish, yeah, completely crazy
Yeah.
looking. Yeah. So again, you see that they're all kind of puts a different spin on it. Our lovely Knight of Cups.
Knight. That's fab. Love the colour, the outfits that they wear.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, the Queen, the headdress on the Queen is gorgeous as well.
I mean, isn't she just divine?
Oh, it's not a headdress, sorry. It's the back of a chair, isn't it? But yeah, absolutely.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. And I mean, even look at the tiny what's it called? Do you know the thing that was engraved on the coffins to show the name of there was the name of the person in the coffin. Is it Cartouche? I think it's Cartouche.
Yeah, I know.
You see on the here,
Yes.
they have 2 tiny little cartouches,
Yeah.
and she has the symbols in and all. Like, I mean, it's just the detail.
It's such a shame they haven't done a huge guidebook on,
Yeah.
fleshed out the guide,
Yeah.
haven't they, on this?
I know. And I actually love this King of Cups because the King of Cups is the one I kind of find a bit boring for some reason. Now, there is, if you notice, something that looks like it might be a fucking merman or something coming up out of the water here. Do you know?
No, don't say the mermaids again.
It's like, come on, like, no, that's what it looks like, though.
It looks like a hippo to me.
I'll have to take a picture, right? I'll have to zoom in and take a picture to see exactly what it is, but it looks like.
Is it a
Doesn't it look like?
hippo?
Do you think?
I don't know what that is. I think it's a hippo, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it doesn't look very happy.
But anyway, I love the King of Cups himself because much prettier than the Rider-Waite-Smith King of Cups. He just seems a bit boring to me. I don't know. Our beautiful Ace of Pentacles.
Oh, fab again. And again, it follows very much like similar to the Rider-Waite, doesn't it? But there are some slight differences.
I think in the Rider-Waite-Smith, like behind that archway is like mountains in the background, isn't it? In the Rider-Waite-Smith, whereas here you can't see at all what's on the other side of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit of an element of kind of surprise as to where you're going. Do you know?
Love that.
Two of
I love that card.
Pentacles.
That's fab. So it's just the colouring, isn't it? Which is really nice. Like, you know.
Yeah. But Three of Pentacles is cool.
Yeah. Where are the aliens in this card? Because surely they had help from them. You know, you think they should be there, shouldn't they?
That 4 is beautiful.
Yeah, I like the 4 as well.
I like him. He's cool.
I like that. I don't think there's one card actually in this deck that I don't like, Jackie.
There isn't. Absolutely not. 5 is brilliant.
5, yeah.
But unlike the traditional, there is an open door there in the background that they're kind of choosing to ignore.
Yeah.
Do you know? I love all the dust that's kind of blown up in front of them. I was
just thinking about the dust blowing up.
Do you know? Yeah.
Instead of like the snow,
I like that.
isn't it?
Cool. Yeah. 6 is just gorgeous.
Yeah, I love that as well. Yeah. Gosh, that's really nice.
Beautiful.
And again, we've got this different border, haven't we?
Yeah.
The Pentacles.
Yeah. Love it. So much detail.
Like the foliage on this one. I just think it's really
important,
you know.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's gorgeous. So how many readings have you done with this deck, Jackie? Have you done a few already? Like, I mean, you've only had it a few days, haven't you?
Only one for another person, but I've just been shuffling them away all day and pulling cards for myself and just kind of having a look through them and stuff.
Yeah.
This 8 is gorgeous. I love that he has his little basket there of tools next to him.
Yes. I love it. Falling in love with it all over again.
Good.
I'm going to definitely be using this one.
It is so. And then, oh my God. Okay, I hadn't looked at this. This is one little detail that really annoys me if it's left out of a deck, right?
Oh, tell me.
It's actually in it. I'm delighted. I hadn't looked to check. The little snail in the 9 of Pentacles. He's there, look. Delighted.
He is there.
Thank you, Julia. Love you.
You see, she's really got, she has put every detail in, hasn't she?
I love that detail in the 9 of Pentacles because it just goes to show that, like, this isn't wealth that was accumulated overnight. This isn't a lottery win. This is years of hard work, and you know what I mean. It's at a snail's pace, like, you know.
Love it.
So I'm glad that's
there. That's so cool. Yeah.
Love it.
I never thought of it like that as well. And the significance of the snail. That's something I've just learned.
Because see the 10 then of course like can be inheritance and stuff. So this is like overnight wealth, you know, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Now I do prefer to look at this as us putting in the time and the effort to build our own wealth and to give to future generations and whatnot. But I mean, obviously it could come up as inheritance if someone had recently you know. I should be laughing, but you know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But yeah, beautiful page of
and that's the not running at you this one. But then again, it wouldn't, I guess, would it on this one? I always think, what does the page doing on the other one? They're quite still, aren't they? The court cards of the Rider-Waite.
Yeah.
I always struggle with court cards, Jackie. How do you find court cards?
Well,
I practice, I guess, but
yeah.
I always struggle.
I did for a long time, but I don't know. Sometime last year, I kind of had an epiphany when it comes to the court cards, and I just kind of got over the kind of fear or stress over
Yeah.
them, you know.
I think you've got to just.
I'll actually send you my documents. I have documents in my
Oh,
phone.
fab.
I made up my own little cheat sheet
Oh,
tables
well. Yeah,
with
please do,
information. I'll
because
send.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
yeah,
really help me with my reading,
yeah.
definitely.
They're really nice.
I love that.
Our lovely
Nice.
Knight of Pentacles.
Love it.
I call him the baby steps knight. I
Yeah.
consider the Pentacles to be the slowest moving flute.
I love that. I love that.
Or even, as I always say, my son is the same as me. When I'm going if I'm going somewhere, if I'm driving somewhere new, I need to have looked at Google Maps about 500 times so that I almost have memorized the turns so that I can't possibly get lost. You know?
Yeah.
And
I'm like that. I'm like that.
And when we're going out, like he'd say to me, "Where are we going? How long will it take to get there? When will we get there? How long will we be there? What time are we coming home? What time will we be home?" You know, he has to know everything, and I'm the same. You know,
Yeah.
I'd find it to just kind of go on a whim off somewhere. You know, I
Yeah.
have to kind of
Yeah.
have some sort of a plan. And actually, you see, like I'm Libra, but the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, and I'm Virgo rising. So I come to realize that I resonate more with Virgo and my
Yeah.
baby steps night. You know,
It's all about the
my planning
detail.
night. Yeah,
Yeah.
she is the most beautiful Queen of
Oh, yeah,
Pentacles.
I do like that. That is really lovely.
Yeah,
I love the little rabbit as well in this one.
yeah. The rabbit's
Well,
still there and all. Like it's gas.
I love
It's
it.
so gorgeous. So gorgeous.
Yeah. It just takes you away, doesn't
Amazing
it?
detail in that.
Into a different
It does.
world. Oh, and I love that as well, the king.
And I like the fact that with the king, it's quite visibly a little statue here
Yeah.
because I know it kind of looks metal in the original Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's just the thought of him sitting with his foot on like the head of a dog or whatever it's meant
Yeah.
to represent is a bit distressing, whereas
Yeah.
this is quite obviously just a statue, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make
Not
him look
crushing.
as cruel, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
No, I
whatever.
know what you mean.
Yeah.
I love that.
And even his face, he doesn't look as kind of stuck
No,
up, you know.
no, he does. He looks quite chilled on this one. Quite happy on this one, actually, doesn't he?
He's almost smiling, you know.
I love it. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
love
I like
that.
that.
It's gorgeous.
So I'm gonna be shuffling away here while we're talking. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I love
so
that.
I'm guessing there's nothing that you don't like about this deck anyway.
I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. And because when you said you got it, and I was like, oh, it's really nice to talk to someone else who's got the same deck as you, and when you share that kind of,
Yeah.
love it kind of thing. But no, there's
Love for it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
true.
there's nothing that I don't like about this deck. And I love the way she puts the borders on,
Yeah.
and how they're different for each kind of section. You've got for each mind, earth, air, fire, water, and all that. But yeah, I think it's lovely. What's your thoughts, Jackie? Does it meet your expectations?
Oh God, yes. I mean, cardstock perfect, better than Los Scarabea normally is.
Yeah,
The backs are just stunning. Every single card is beautiful. There's not one
yeah,
card I don't like.
yeah,
She has all the tiny bits of details that I find really important in the cards
yeah.
because more and more people leave out these little details nowadays, you know.
I know.
So I do love the fact that they're all there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the only thing is, as usual with Los Scarabea, those kind of flimsy boxes, you know.
I know.
But look, I do have a beautiful little bag that I think I'm going to put these cards into, you know.
Well, it's funny because I was looking as well because I do like when I do readings, I like to mix it up with an oracle deck. So I was kind of trying to find an Egyptian themed oracle deck
Oh
to kind of
yes.
go with it. And I did see one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called now. It was on Amazon. But the artwork isn't as nice as this, So, but I was trying to find something that kind of matched it, but I don't think I can match this artwork really with any of the ones. So it's going to be a tough one.
It would have to be a really impressive artwork, all right, wouldn't it,
Yeah,
to go with it?
she'd
Yeah,
have to
it
do
would.
it.
Yeah.
She'd have to make the.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe she has one. We don't know. We'll have to have a look.
No, you never know. That's true.
Do you know?
Absolutely. I just think the backs are really nice.
So what will we do? Will we just pass because we're only in the 2nd of July, will we just pull a couple of cards each for July?
Yeah,
What do you reckon?
do it. Let's do it. Let's pull a couple of cards.
How about, right? We pull 2 cards each. Like,
Yeah.
say you pull 2 cards for the first 2 weeks of July, and I pull 2 cards for the second 2 weeks of
Brilliant.
July. What do
Okay.
you reckon?
I
Okay.
like the
Right.
sound of that. Let's do
Okay.
it. Okay.
Is everyone still there?
Well, we've
They
been
went.
gushing over the cards.
I know. Yeah. While we were drooling, they were.
Yeah.
I don't know, going off to sleep or something.
Love it.
So, guys,
Mm.
I'm going to pull 2 cards for this week and next, and I'm going to pull 2 cards for the 3rd and 4th week of July. All right. So that's the plan here. Oh, Fatima's here
So,
anyway.
first, oh, there. Hi,
Rachel's here.
guys.
Right. You
So the
work away,
first one
so
I've
if you're ready.
got, guys, I have the 2 of Pentacles. I
Ooh.
always think of this as like the juggling act, getting things in, the balancing act kind of thing. Are the waves choppy for you at the moment in July? Is there a lot going on? It's getting things back in balance kind of thing.
Yeah.
Interestingly, though, this goes into the 2nd week, and I did pull the devil. So it seems like,
Ooh.
some of us might be,
Shit.
with this hot weather, I mean, let's face it, I think a lot of people are going in the beer garden and probably drinking too much. So this is trying to tell you, don't get too tempted by all this. Don't be too tempted by things. But yeah, it's just to be careful, not to be overindulge in certain things, maybe,
Yeah.
and getting the right together. I read that as not overindulging, getting the right balance of things, really.
Yeah.
For the first
Nice.
weeks of July, I would say. So yeah. Just
So,
weather, that's what it is.
yeah, but see, like I said then, Ben, it's not often we get this kind of weather, so we do have to enjoy it too, to some
True.
extent.
We
Well, we have it,
do.
do you know what
I
I mean?
know.
It could be
I got
winter
on the car.
tomorrow, Ben.
It's true. The first thing I said to Jack, I was like, it's too hot. Got coat. But no, we should enjoy it because we don't get this weather often, do we? When it like consistently in the UK.
No,
So
it's
we're very
bizarre.
lucky. It is
Absolutely bizarre. Do you know?
definitely. And the light
Right.
nights as well.
Yeah, yeah. So you have balance and temptations. Oh God, no. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I think of your cards first for
Yes,
me, right?
go for it.
I totally understand what you're saying for the general collective, but
I'm interested. Go for it.
for me, yesterday I went out home to say happy birthday to my father, only to find that some of my siblings, their partners, kids were all there having birthday dinner and cake, and I wasn't invited, right?
Oh no.
So I was a bit traumatized. So this devil and feeling off balance and stuff would be related to their crap for me, right?
Yeah.
There's no point in me going in. Well, look, it's all to do with the last 5 years, let's just say. They're wrong and I'm right.
Yep, of course.
But then look what I have, like, see, now there is a lot of sick people in my family at the moment, and I have, which is a bit, because so I have the 10 of Pentacles and I have the 8 of Wands. Now 10 of Pentacles generally is seen as we all know, what did I say the word is? Inheritance, things like that, right? But I do prefer to look at it as us kind of taking the time to work hard and build our own money, our own Jesus Christ words. Instead of kind of wishing and praying for inheritance, it's like going out and building your own future, you know, and legacy is the word I was looking for. Jesus, legacy. Building our own legacy for our own future generations to kind of, have. And the 8 of Wands obviously is like it's fast movement, it's messages coming in fast. So this would kind of suggest to me that, like, the last 2 weeks of July, I'm not saying someone's going to die and we're all going to inherit, but just that, like, like with your, it's kind of watching out for temptations and getting ourselves in balance this week and next will lead to us kind of being ready, I suppose, to work hard and start working on our own legacy, and stuff will start happening fast for us, you know. There'll be some quick movement
I
forward.
love that, Jackie. That's so cool.
You know?
Yeah. Wow.
So I
That's
like
really
them cards.
That is cool. They kind of follow on, don't they? I really
They
like that.
do.
That's so cool.
They do. Yeah. It's
I
like
love your readings.
if we avoid your temptations there with the went the bloody wrong way. No, I still can't get it. Hey, Wild Raven Tarot.
Hey.
If we avoid your temptations and focus on getting ourselves grounded and putting our 2 feet on the ground with that pentacles, then we will be able to get in this energy to move ourselves forward and away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to you afterwards. I just realized something. And we'll get ourselves in the right energy to focus on this 10 of Pentacles energy that we need and kind of move forward in our own lives away from the crap that's trying to hold us back, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Because I've been through this devil crap for the last 5 years with my family, and I'm just like, why can't I just forget about them and move on? But see, I suppose
it's
then
hard,
I'm going to have to see my parents, and they're there anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's fucking, they're everywhere I go, like. But
family, isn't it, for you sometimes?
Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it improves, Jackie.
Well, it won't, and I have no intentions of even trying to make it improve. I don't care. I'm gone past the point of no return or whatever.
No, I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I know. I've had similar things.
I mean, look, I have met so many amazing people on YouTube in the last couple of years, and I've met during all these lockdowns and crap. I've met so many new friends who are now my family, who are the only ones that are important to me. You know, so.
Well, it's the family that you choose, isn't it? Sometimes, which, you know.
Yeah. Can't choose your family.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. Your friends, you can choose your friends, which is
as they say.
Absolutely. Oh, well, that was a brilliant reading, Jackie. And thank you so much, because I've learned so much tonight from little bits. That guard thing's really like, you know, for the 6 of Cups, that's really,
6 of Cups. Yeah.
Never heard that before. So that's really like,
See,
you know, that's pink.
I love looking into all those tiny little background details. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
They're the important things, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
And I mean, you'll be doing a reading now for someone someday, and you mightn't think of that guard at all, and then you might be doing a reading for someone else another day, and that'll be the first thing that comes to your mind. And
I want to do some more practicing, because although I took a bit of a break from tarot, you know, you have like breaks, don't you? I always have breaks and come back to it, but then like I feel like I've got to relearn it again. But it's I kind of like it, because I like the process of, I like other people's opinions on things as well, and seeing how other people interpret things. So that's been really insightful for me tonight. So appreciate that.
Good stuff.
Taught me a lot.
Right, come here. We'll do another live so soon, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. Anytime, Vicky, that would be lovely. I'd love to do that. I'd love to have you on my channel as well, because I want to talk to people about their experiences, how they view tarot and things like that, and have those conversations. So I'd love to have you on to talk about that.
Definitely, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Lads, we're going to wrap it up now. We're a quick chat backstage. And I'll be on Ben's channel soon, and he'll be back on my channel soon. Woo!
Love it. Rock on.
So thanks everyone for being on. Make sure to, as Hershey says, do all the YouTubey things. Hit the thumbs up. Share with anyone who you think might be interested in looking at this deck and checking out myself and Ben. His what you call this thing here? His @beneficial tarot. What's that?
Thumbnail,
what's that called?
Is it a thumbnail? It's not a thumbnail,
no,
is it? Whatever they call it. Handle.
Handle. His handle is there, lads. The whole I'm laughing because the whole thumbnail thing. I say fingernail or toenail just to annoy my daughter.
You got your fingernail up, yeah.
So anyway, we're just being childish now. It's getting too hot. The sun is fucking blazing in on top of my head now.
We don't have air conditioning here. This is trouble,
I have to stop saying that. It's too hot. Stop saying
that. So I'm with you.
Oh, lads, it's going to my head though. It's going to my head. So guys, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks to everyone watching the replay. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, a comment. Fatima, Ben, I have to tell you, Fatima is always the first one to put a comment after the live.
I know. I love Fatima. I absolutely.
So I always say, if anyone beats now, the last time I have to say Maya did beat Fatima to it, but we'll see now what happens tonight.
Yeah, I'll be interested. It'll be like a race, won't it?
They usually comment, go.
Yeah. On your marks.
So get set. In stream. So, lads, thanks a million for being here. We're getting too crazy now, so we'll wrap it up and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye,
Mwah.
guys.
Thanks, everyone.